Hi, everybody. It's a wee bit of alchemy. I'm Rick Barrett. Welcome. We're going to continue with our exploration into the Baguazhang energies this evening, and focusing primarily on the production of jinn. And so the just to refresh your memory, the jinn is an expression of energy uh, through the body, uh, and is directed by your awareness, your intention. And uh, so rather than just focusing on the specific movements, because we're not going to get very far in that, but we can use these Baguazhang movements to explore some really cool energies, particularly the spiraling qualities in Baguazhang. And so by focusing on the Jin, Jin, we we are then creating this body mind spirit integration, which then opens up all kinds of doors for exploration of chi and movement and just a sense of wholeness. So the we're going to continue along the lines of what we've been doing, which is introducing variations along the way. We have a few, uh, you know, very simple movements that we uh, we we base on, and then we gradually add on a couple of other things to allow us to explore some of the different qualities of Jin that we can find in this particular practice. And so the as in all internal martial arts, my feeling is that they're very much dependent on the connective tissue system and your ability to lengthen your body, reach and open up so that we're you're able to kind of stretch your connective tissue, but without muscular contraction. So rather than contracting, which is a pulling in, this is a lengthening, and we're opening. And there's a reaching rather than a pushing or a tightening. And so the muscles are being used, but they're being pulled into place by the connective tissue and by your intention. And so by creating these shapes and these movements, they create unique qualities of energy and unique qualities of Jin that you're not going to find many places. And so we'll start and introduce a couple of new things, and then go back to some of the more familiar stuff and kind of work that into that. So why don't you stand up, please? Begin with our three pillars. This sets us up, creates that energetic connection with the yin chi of the earth, the yang chi of the heavens. It also integrates your body mind so that there's a sense of wholeness there. There's a energetic coherence that ties everything together and also awakens your connective tissue system, allows you to be able to use that in a way that you might not ordinarily, particularly if it's being shouted down by muscular contraction or muscular tension. And also part of the three pillars is to unkink the hose, that is to release tension in various parts of your body, and particularly in the joints, so that you're aligning the joints in such a way that you're using the least amount of effort necessary to produce an effect. And this allows the chi to move more freely and allows for the use of chin. So let's start with the weight in the heels of your feet. Knees are unlocked, and you're releasing down. In fact, just kind of kind of expand upward and just kind of settle down and just feel yourself sinking into the earth. So this is we're using that relaxation creates a state of song where we're releasing into the intrinsic structure of the body, letting go of extraneous muscular tension. And it's a gradual process where we kind of go through the whole body and find more and more and more song. But right now, just kind of feel yourself kind of melting down into the earth, kind of like you're on a beach and you're feeling yourself sinking down into the sand right at the water's edge. And doing this, we allow the yin qi of the earth to rise, come up through the bubbling well points in your feet, and fill your body with that yin energy. Now, while still doing that, you want to add the reach with the crown of your head and access the yang qi of the heavens. So tuck in your chin and open the jade pillow gate at the base of your skull. This allows the spirit of vitality, Jing Shen, to rise and move into your brain, nourishing your brain. It also opens up on a more physical level the cerebral spinal fluid. You're unkinking the hose there at the base of your skull by doing this, allowing your cerebral spinal fluid to flow more freely. And this nourishes your brain and your nervous system. Point and reach with your index fingers and feel your energetic coherence. That's just by pointing and reaching and feeling your fingers, you're signaling your body to amplify your energetic coherence. Reach with your elbows, just slightly, your arms are slightly rounded. And feel into your hands, feel into your fingers, and feel the sensations there, the pulsing, tingling, sense of fullness. Feel the chi in your hands. So by reaching with the elbows, we're unkinking the hose in the shoulders. That allows for the chi to flow more freely in your arms. And then to unkink the qua, the hip joints, just spiral down to the left, sinking into your left leg, now sink into your right leg and spiral down to the right, just nice and easy, in and back again, and turn. And so you just feel yourself sinking down. It's like you're screwing down into the earth, but each time you turn, you're not physically going down, but there's that sense of the energy kind of auguring in. Good. Now feel the three nails in your feet, in the heels of your feet. Start with that. That's where we're located right now. So it's along the big toe line. And feel your weight spread throughout the whole foot, but primarily focused in the heel, on the inside along the big toe line. So along the medial line of the foot, so that supports our center. Now, move your body forward just slightly and feel it pressing down into the balls of your feet as well. So you're in your heels and in your balls of your feet. And this creates an energetic connection. So between the yin pole in your heel and the yang pole in the ball of your feet. And so that fills the whole body with a lot of chi It amplifies the chi and allows it to circulate throughout your whole system. Take your time with this and just feel into that. Now press down with your big toes. And this connects up the brain. This is the insight of Grandmaster William C.C. Chen. You can feel that, and there's a connection between your big toe and your brain. And so this elevates your spirit, raises your spirit. And we're connecting this body, mind, spirit integration. Yeah, now sink back into your heels and feel the yin of that, just as we're sinking down into the earth, relaxing, and getting very sung. With the balls of your feet, reach with your wrists. Press down with your toes, reach with your fingers. And reach with your elbows, reach forward with your elbows. You're opening your shoulder joints, reaching with the fingers. Just sink into your heels, reach down with your elbows, bend your wrists so your fingers come up and hands come down. And feel that yin, that relaxing downward movement of the energy. Go into the balls of your feet, toes, reach, and feel the yang, the expanding energy. And then back to the heels, reach down with your elbows and feel the downward pull of the energy. So that inner relationship of yin and yang works as much with Bagua as it does with Taiji. To go into the balls of your feet, reach with the wrists, reach with the fingers. Now we're going to do just something that happens a lot in Bagua, and just want to get the feel of it, and that is you're going to rotate your right arm, reach under the left arm, and turn to your left, and then turn and then reach under with your left arm and turn to the right. So we're going and back and forth like this. I'm going to turn my back to you so you can follow along here. So we're like this. We're turning, sinking into that left leg, reaching out, going to the right leg. Good. Reach with the left hand, turn. So what you want to do, feel this. You want to feel the connection from your feet, from, in this case, your right foot, up through your right arm, up your fingers reaching out. You want to feel that energy. So there's a spiral happening here as we do this. The body is turning and we're reaching out with that right arm. So feel that extension there, opening your shoulders and lengthening your arms as you turn, reach. Now you're in your right foot and reach under with your left hand. Now you're reaching out with the left hand. Reaching out and feel that extension there, but it's a very soft extension. Reach with your right hand. Very soft. So there's a reach, but your arms are very relaxed. Using the least amount of energy to support that movement and that position. And then come back to center and hands come down. Just feel into your arms and your hands right now. Sink into your heels. And relax. Okay, let's do that again. So sink balls to your feet, toe, reach, open, sink into your left heel, turn, reach with your right hand, right heel, turn, feel the ball of right foot, big toe, turn, left hand, sink, left heel, left ball, left big toe, right heel, right ball, right big toe. So we're connecting up the three nails with this simple movement. Body is turning, very light, very graceful. Empty out any extraneous muscular tension. And pause. So just feel here, and you want to feel that extension there of your left arm, say, is to feel the internal power that comes from extending and reaching. You can feel that your left index finger as you're pointing out there, and even though that arm is very, very relaxed, it has a lot of tensile strength in it that doesn't require a lot of active tensing of the muscles to create a lot of power. So reach with the right hand, turn, and same thing here. You're reaching, very light, relaxed. Left heel, turn, left ball, left big toe, reach, right heel. So notice I'm sinking, I'm spiraling to the left and then turning to the right. Left heel, spiral to the right and turn to the left. Good. And back to center and close. It's a very simple exercise, but you can feel the energy that it gets cranked up as we do it. You can feel into your arms, feel the blood circulating in your arms, feel the chi radiating. Good. Now we're going to add another little piece. And this is a variation on a traditional Bagua opening. Traditionally, a Bagua opening looks something like this. Okay. We're not going to do that today. But we're going to do a variation on it. Just something doesn't require a whole lot of ramping up. What we're going to do is keep the feet set on this, and rather than stepping forward, we're coming up like this, opening, and rather than stepping forward, just reaching forward, and then turning, spiraling to the left, reach, and then we'll go into our movement from there. So just keep it real simple. I'll do this facing you for the moment. So sink into your heels, in the same position with the three pillars, reach with the crown. We want to keep our central pillar here. When we're spiraling around, we're rotating around that center, that central axis, which is really insubstantial because it's at the center of your body, and that's changing every moment. That's changing as you adjust. So they minutely, but it's still there's some variation in it. Particularly whenever we start to get into some real turns, then we have to be very conscious of that central equilibrium, rotating around that central pillar, because things get we start to do all kinds of exotic moves, but this keeps it real simple here. So feel your, weight in your heels, and then go into the balls of your feet, and reach with your wrists, and reach with your fingers. Press down with your big toes. Just feel into that. Reach with your elbows and open up between your shoulder blades. Feel your back opening and creating this connection with your arms. So they're all part of one unit here. And we're going to reach with the elbows now and separate the hands, but feel them. It's like pulling fibers apart, kind of rending silk threads or something like that. You're pulling that apart, but with the muscles very relaxed. And you're pulling that apart and feeling them like if you didn't keep your intention there, the hands would just snap back like that. But you want to feel that pulling. It's like, you're separating that with your intention. And these poles in opposition are what creates the chi flow. And just feel, as we do that, just feel the energy that gets circulated in your arms, your hands, and in your feet. Feel the connection all the way down to your feet. And then go to your heels, hands come down. And feel the yin feel. Yin flow there as we sink into the heels, palms up. So we're in a very yin place right now. And go to the balls of your feet, press down with the big toe and reach forward. And rotate your palms and sink into your heels and press down. Feel your hands as they move through the space as if they're pressing down on a viscous fluid, like you're pressing down, your hands on a swimming pool. You're feeling the resistance of the air, of the space as you do that. And relax and just feel into the yin flow now. Sink into the balls of your feet, reach with your wrists, press down with the toes, reach with the fingers, reach with your elbows, open your back. Reach with your elbows as you separate your hands. Your hands are following the impetus of your elbows as they open. Feel the energy pulling them together as you separate them. You can do your heels. Press down. Feel that viscosity of the space as you move through it. Palms up. Very receptive here. Feel the energy filling you. And your body is attracting the energy to go wherever it needs to go. Just trust that energy is going to find the exact place it needs to go to do you the most good. Now sink into the balls of your feet. Press down with the big toes and reach forward. Open your back. Feel that connection from your feet all the way to your fingertips. Sink in your heels, rotate. Your palms reach down with your elbows. Bend your wrists. Your fingers are raised slightly. As soft and as effortlessly as you can make this. Hands come down. Reach down with the fingers. And feel into the sung. Very sung. Feel releasing any extraneous muscular tension. Feel the qi circulating through. Reach up with the crown of your head and feel that yang qi. The yang qi of the heavens filling you. The yin qi of the earth filling. And you're part of a much larger circuit. Yeah. Step in. Deep breath. Inhale. Go to the balls of your feet. And sink in your heels. Exhale. Feel that yin. Throwing it all away. And just pause a moment and just feel into the emptiness, the stillness. Now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to lead you through an exercise building on some of the stuff we did before. And just introduce these other elements into that. Okay. To begin, in your heels, feel your central equilibrium. Find that pillar, that central pillar that you're going to be rotating around. Get very sung, very relaxed. And go into the balls of your feet. And feel the shift into the yang as you reach with your wrists. Press down with your big toes and reach with your fingers. Reach forward with your elbows and open your back. Feel that connection, that whole body connection. And reach with your elbows and separate your hands. Feel them pulling against each other. Sink in your heels as your hands come down. Rotate your palms, forearms, palms up. Sink into the balls of your feet. Reach forward. Feel the press down with the big toes. Reach with the elbows open. Sink into your left heel. Set the left spiral down to the left. Your right hand Left hand rotates palm down, right hand palm up as you're turning, reaching forward to get your right heel as you turn to the right. Reach up. Turn to the left. Feel that extension there, opening. Feel it all the way down the side of your body. And your weight's primarily in your left, but as you're turning now, goes into the right. And hand comes around, and the right palm up, rotate, and turn. Pivot on your right heel and rotate your form. So left palm is reaching up, right palm is up and reaching forward, and feel that extension there. So you're gathering the yang qi of the heavens with your left hand. You're reaching, you're expressing it through your right hand. Feel that extension. You're primarily rooted in your left foot as you do that. Good. So now turn, reaching with your right hand. Pivot on your left hand. Left hand comes under. Turn. Pivot on your left heel. Left hand comes around. Turn to the right, reaching with that left arm. Reaching with your fingers, extending. And turn. Reaching out with the left arm. Pivot on your left heel. Reach under with the right hand. Turn. And pivot on your left heel. Left arm reaches up. Right hand above. Gathering. Feeling that extension there. Left hand reaching forward. Notice that my arm lines up with my body. It's not back here, not out there. It's right there along my torso. But there's a spiral that goes down into my right foot now. Okay, so turn and you rotate your left arm, right hand comes underneath. Turn, pivot, and right hand circles up. Turn, reaching, opening. Pivot. Now we're going to turn back to the left. You're reaching under with your right hand. And turn, left hand up, right hand up, reach. Turn, pivot, left hand, actually right hand, left hand comes under, pivot, left hand. Reach up with the left hand, arch your back, reach over, turn to the right. Reaching out, rotate, pivot on your left heel, left hand comes under, and right hand comes up. And rotate, right hand comes under, turn, back to center. And sink into your heels and close. Just feel into the energy. Feel into the chin. Okay, sink into the balls of your feet. Reach with your wrists, fingers, toes. Bow down to the right. Reach under with your right arm and turn. Reach up with your right hand. Arch your back. Turn. Pivot. Turn back to your left. Reach under with your right hand. And reach out with both hands. So this posture looks like this. Reach with your elbows. Thumbs are pointing down. You're reaching out, pressing out, and there's an extension there, right? Feel that lengthening there that's going through as you're going through that. So you're like this, and then you turn, pivot, reach under with your left hand, turn, and left hand circles up and around. You're turning to the right as you're coming around, pivot, and right hand comes underneath, turn, and press. Reach with your elbows. Open your back as you do that. Feel that connection. Feel your central pillar. Reach with your left hand. So feel that extension there. Very light, very, very loose. Your arm is very loose, but very full. It's like kind of like bamboo. It's like very, very light wood, but very has a lot of tensile strength. Reach your hand, pivot, back to center, arch, reach, turn your body, reaching, really open up your armpit, open up your body there and turn, pivot on the right heel, right hand reaches under, turn to the left, turn to the right, and reach. Feel that connection all the way through your body. Pivot, left hand comes under, pivot on the right heel, turn, arch your back, turn, pivot on your left heel, and open. Reach with your left hand, right hand comes under, turn back to center. Reach with your elbows, reach with your fingers, into the balls of your feet, your big toe, and then sink into your heels. Reach down with your elbows. Reach down with your wrist, raise your fingers. Sink. Feel the swing. Sink at your right heel, step in, the balls of your feet. Press down with the big toes. Hands come up. Breathe. Inhale. Feel the yang. Now sink into your heels. Press down. Throw it all away. Lose the chi. Sink. Dissolve into the emptiness. Please have a seat. Any thoughts? Richard, you're on mute. There we go.
Um, let's see. I think this might sound kind of silly, but I just sort of dialed into the fact that these exercises are teaching us not to shift right or shift left. They're teaching us to spin or spiral to the right or to the left around the same center, which does not move.
That's perfect.
And that made a tremendous difference to me as I was moving to the right or to the left. It helped me. It helped my feet rotate in the proper direction as well. I was having trouble with moving my feet without. I was having trouble with my feet getting stuck and torquing my knee. So this was. It was a bit of an insight for me. I hope it was an insight anyway.
No, perfect. Is an excellent description there. It's, you articulated the simplicity of the exercise perfectly, which I applaud you.
Well, thank you for not embarrassing me.
No, that was those simple insights are the best ones.
Well, this happens to me when after 30 years of Tai Chi, I have this very elementary insight.
Cool. Anybody else? Lynn?
Just got a whole lot of really good energy flowing through my hand where it hasn't wanted to flow because of the surgery.
Right.
Yeah. So that was a very nice treat, I will say.
Beautiful.
Extra goodie.
Just for people checking out this video on YouTube, Lynn has broke her hand recently, and this is helping the healing process, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Dave.
Yeah, I was going to say, I love any of this swan stuff, I call it. I find that incredibly energizing. And, I usually will feel it, excuse me, in my hands. But this time I felt it through my forearms and just the energy. And it was great. It was really great.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Well, anybody else? Scott?
I don't know how else to say this, but all the insubstantial energies became really substantial. And yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean, my experience of yin tonight was like, whoa, that's a lot. I mean, I always notice a lot more to yin than people think, but I really felt it tonight. It was like, wow.
Nice. Beautiful.
I'm high. I'm really high.
I got that. I'm contact high here. That's beautiful. Great. Anybody else? Valerie.
Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I assume that we're going to be covering some of this at Alchemy in Sedona in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I think this would be good stuff to do. I think to get people moving.
Isn't that September 8th through the 10th?
9th through 11th, actually. Or no, it is 8th.
Thank you for correcting me.
That's right, 8th through 10th. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the gratuitous plug there. So yes, Alchemy in Sedona, Arizona.
There's still time.
Still time to register. Yes, our 31st anniversary. So beautiful. Cool, Jonathan. You had something?
Well, you know, we've been doing this now for decades. So you instantly pretty much get us into this chi flow state. So a substantial way of saying that is like the blood is going faster or something, like with the beamer, right? The machine that does this. But what is the insubstantial? I mean, it feels like the body as space. I mean, and we know objects are mostly space. They just, you know, if we penetrate them deeper with our microscopes or whatever, they're, and in our body, you know, it feels solid enough, but almost instantly now you have all of us, it seems, feeling our body as space. I don't know. Is that talked about much? Because I mean, this chi flow, blood flow is just, that's just not enough. Something more profound feels to be going on.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean that's a lengthier conversation, but I'd say it goes beyond space. I'd say what the language I believe fits in with the classics is what you're sensing there is spirit. That you are where spirit is becoming more substantial. So we're moving beyond energy and into something else, and that has its own substantial and insubstantial. So I think that'd be what's that?
So instead of uncovering space, we're like awakening spirit or something like that. I love that. I mean, I'll go with that.
That's exactly the way. So the Yang Cheng Fu says the purpose of Taijiquan is to train the spirit. And so what we're doing here is training the spirit. We're and if you focus strictly on the energy, you'll run into a ceiling, an arbitrary ceiling. And what you're describing there, you know, is like it's beyond energy. It's, you know, you refer to it as space, but it's space is kind of it's still part of the matter, energy, space, time consortium, and this is something beyond that. This is where we're getting it, tapping into something very, very insubstantial, but very powerful.
Hey.
It's beautiful. Good place to end here. So thank you all so much.
Thank you all.
Maria.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Great to see your hand, Lynn.
Thanks.
Great. Okay, love you.
Maria.
Bye-bye.